scientific minds we have today.
Out for the Low Bail Bonding. Out for the Low Bail Bonding has been in the community for over 5 years. We don't just bond our people out, we love our clients. We want to see our clients grow from a bad situation, and we're not in a rush to revoke your bond. We're here to help our clients through the pretrial process. We love our community and put back when others just want to monetize. Out for the Low Bail Bonding in Richland, Lexington, Horry, Florence, and also servicing Orangeburg, Saluda, and other surrounding communities. If you need our services, please call Mr. Wally Sharif at 803-351-7785.
Yo, we back like South Crack. I got my team with me today, you know what I'm saying, my co-host. I got PHE Bosa, you know, he's a regular.
Yeah.
And then my girl, I'm going to let her introduce herself.
My name is Naisha Woodard.
Naisha Woodard.
Nice.
And she's back too, and she gonna be a regular. We gonna do this thing. I need a female, and that's the female I chose, so we here.
You picked me.
I picked you.
I'm Pygmisha.
I missed the first interview. What?
I needed an educated, beautiful, experienced, and it had to be black woman to do this with me, and I appreciate you.
Well, thank you for having me.
Then I got the young voice here too, and then we have another co-host, P Rose. He's he knows everybody in the city, so he's able to do a lot of flashbacks and things like that. But he's at work, real busy right now. But yo, it's a lot to unwrap. But before we got on this, like, we were just talking about like divorce, and we've all been there. I got divorced in 2002. Yep, 2002, 2003, it was something like that. So we all have a divorce experience. So, I mean, do I go first? So tell you my experience?
Why not? Yeah.
So I married my high school sweetheart.
That's real.
Yeah, and we were like real tight. So like in high school, we were like real tight, like just cool. You know what I'm saying? I knew her family, she knew mine. Like we even went to go stay with my mom one summer and everything. Like, so we was real tight. And then, you know what I'm saying? I guess, you know what I'm saying, you don't know a person until you live with them. So once we started living together, she stopped liking me and I stopped liking her. We was divorced within a year of being married. Well, we started the process. It wasn't even a year, but by the time everybody got separated and moved out from each other and found our way, it was it was about a year or whatever. And
That's real.
but you know, and to say that we was best friends before we got married, and now we don't even conversate. And we got mutual friends. Like, I still hang out. We had a couple, like, you know, I'm married. They say married people shouldn't hang with single people. Well, we had a married couple, and I'm still friends with the husband, and she's still best friends with the wife. But we don't never see each other like that. So it's different, you know what I mean? It's an easy divorce when you don't have any children involved. You know, it's just kind of back in them days, it was just kind of mailing off a couple little things and certified mail, and somebody accepted and signed it and sent it back certified, and it was just done. So, you know, she wouldn't sign it for a few years. She wouldn't even accept them, but then her father was about to pass, and she needed her maiden name back. So she wound up reaching out to me and saying she was ready to sign it to let's go through the process again. So
that's real.
Went through the process again. You know, whoop-de-whoop. I think marriage is a good thing. You know what I'm saying? I like marriage when you're in the right situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the people that going through marriage, you know, my advice is like, if it's got to end, go ahead and let it end. Because, you know what I'm saying, sometimes you just, you think it was that, you know what I mean? You think that's the person you're supposed to be with your whole life. You made vows to be with that person your whole life. But then it just don't happen like that. But that don't mean that it's not another person out there that you was meant for. So
Facts.
So that's my take on marriage and divorce. So yes, it has happened, and I got close to it in my second marriage also, but we was able to work it out and bring it back. So it's good.
And she getting dings over here.
Yeah, I heard that cash.
Yeah, who that was from? That was from.
That's my business, man.
That's that business. That's that business.
What? I'm a businesswoman.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah. I like them on Friday.
You didn't watch the first episode.
I did.
I'm a businesswoman.
I did.
Yeah, I like money.
He's supposed to be watching all these episodes.
Man, it be so much going on.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be keeping up with all these episodes.
There's so many episodes. What number we at right now?
It's like 36.
That's a lot of
wow.
episodes.
Yeah,
She,
that is a lot.
Nice was about like 14.
15 or 16, something like that.
15, 16?
15,
Okay, so if
yeah.
I go back in there,
Absolutely.
Okay,
And we still ain't got our YouTube up yet, but we doing so good. We doing so good on Facebook that I really don't care about YouTube. But
It all pay. So
It all
We definitely gonna
pays.
blow this episode up.
Yeah,
Okay.
Get ready.
definitely.
Get ready. You know, my
Definitely.
reach is wide.
Definitely. Well, you're a regular now, so that's gonna add a whole nother
Yeah.
audience that we need, because that's a lot of people complaining to me about. Like, I ask people like, what is this show missing? Besides the fact that, you know what I mean, you got a host that I know a lot, but I don't articulate everything the way I'm supposed to. You know what I mean? I'm a speech class.
You're authentic, and that's
I was
you know what I mean? So
But everybody
should be a
said we was
critique.
missing a female. Everybody said we was missing a female. Everybody I asked said, hey, you don't have a female
Yeah.
co-host. I said, I'm gonna find me a female co-host, and then, you know, most like females, they got families, a man. You know what I'm saying? It's just like difficult, but we gonna make it. We gonna make it work.
I don't have a man.
You got a man?
We gonna work on your time. Now, the last time she was here, we watched the episode. She did have a man.
Oh, you had a man? What happened?
Life be life. you know.
So, you know how men always say they want somebody to be their piece?
Okay, that's real.
I was that piece. Like, I don't nag, I don't do all that stuff. But apparently y'all don't like that bitch. Y'all don't like her.
Like we like
You
a little
don't like-
argument,
Who don't like
You
that?
don't
a
like
little
somebody-
drama.
Who like drama and
Yeah,
argument?
Like to get cussed out every once in a while.
Yeah, and that's just not.
You like getting cussed out?
No.
Now I'm gonna stand on business
Yeah,
if I
don't
need
like
to,
getting
right?
cussed out.
But I'm not. I don't argue. Like I don't.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna check you if I need to. And apparently that he liked it a little spicier. So
Oh, so he had like a little fetish.
So did
I
he
guess.
let you down or you let him down?
he kind of did it. He kind of ghosted me a little bit.
That's real.
Yeah, he ghosted me.
How you felt about that?
Who ghosts is Naisha?
I was.
That's what I was asking. How you felt about that?
Actually, I was kind of in my feelings, and the reason why I was because he wasn't my normal type,
Okay.
and so yeah, I was in my feelings. I don't necessarily know if it was in my feelings about the relationship or in my feelings because
Like, is he crazy? Like, am I tripping?
he ghosted me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
am I
how
not the
that's
kid?
how I
You
look
know
at
what I'm
it.
saying?
Like,
Like
yeah.
I got my own.
I feel
and
it.
I'm
Who
not,
ghosts is
right, and I'm not the type of female that I got to be on the phone with you every 5 minutes and where you at, what you doing. That's
Yeah.
not because I got
Right.
Yeah, you
shit
handling
going
business.
on.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
shit going on, so I need you to have stuff going on too if
Yeah.
you're gonna be my. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I don't know, but it's all good.
What's dating like for you now?
Not yet.
Non-existent.
Okay.
Just kind
And it's just because, you know, I used to be the type of female that will go out looking for somebody.
Yeah.
Whoever is meant for me, will come find me.
That's real. That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
You haven't like had a date since this yet?
Oh, that's real.
Since this breakup?
No,
Oh, okay.
no. I've been bowling.
What's the
The
ideal
boat.
date for you?
Well, if you watch the episode,
You would know that. That's one.
Gee, that's a
That was a question we already asked.
What's the worst date you been on then? The worst
date.
Yeah.
the worst date I was on, dude took me to McDonald's and
Wow.
was just
No,
like,
how
yeah.
old were you?
This was it was younger. Yes, sir.
No, she don't.
Hit that little
Your
shit.
ass is always trying to
I put my
control
phones on the side,
control
too.
something.
So anyway,
I had my
so I
phone.
He's
was
so
younger.
controlling. He the controlling man.
I was like, yes, sir. I mean, shit, I'm prior military. I do what I'm told. But
Okay.
what the other?
Military. Hold up. Go ahead.
That was the last episode.
Go ahead.
I wasn't.
We're actually not interviewing her. Like,
she's just chilling.
She's a part of the she's part of the
it's
podcast.
okay.
My apologies.
Like we've already interviewed her.
I gotta watch the interview. Okay. We just talking, we chopping it up.
The interview was real
My
good.
apologies.
You'll get to know a
My
lot.
apologies. Okay, cool. I'll rewatch that.
Yeah.
My worst date was the McDonald's thing.
This is a good
then,
question?
Yeah, that's a good.
Yeah,
question.
Alright, cool,
but
cool.
then recently, I think probably is
Why was McDonald's the worst date?
Because it's cheap.
because it's McDonald's.
How old were you?
I was younger.
Was younger?
Yeah.
You was in your 20s?
Bo is the type
maybe
that
30.
will take you to McDonald's.
This was like
what's
right
wrong with
after.
McDonald's?
Yeah, I'll take you to McDonald's.
This
That's
was like right
crazy.
after divorce from the
Oh,
kid's
that's
father.
even worse.
Yeah.
So that's like you went from here to like,
Yeah, like-
I get here.
McDonald's?
McDonald's.
Like, is you
McDonald's.
serious right now?
Nah, I would take my girl to McDonald's, but not
girl,
not
take
on my
your girl.
first date. Not on my
Yeah.
first
The
date.
grass
like-
ain't
Nothing
green.
like that.
The grass. What they say? The grass ain't green on the
Fact,
other
not on
side.
first date, but I ain't gonna lie. We might stop get some fries or
of
something.
course.
might
After
give
you've
me a-
established,
okay, yeah.
but you're not gonna take me on
No,
the first
McDonald's is something you bring home.
date. Right.
Like, okay, it's late.
Like, hey, babe, you hungry?
Like, we not
I'm
going to
about to pass by
McDonald's.
McDonald's, right?
Yeah.
So somebody thought to take you to McDonald's on the
That's
first
not
date.
a thought.
There has to be a thought.
That's disrespect.
I think that's disrespectful as
It is.
well.
That's
You're not.
We
you're,
did
you
that
don't
in
look,
college.
You don't look like the type that deserve to go to McDonald's
I'm not.
for the first
I'm
date.
not.
Put it on.
I can't even lie to you. So
I'm
that's
not.
a little
Yeah,
different.
right. But it's all good.
That's new.
Some people don't. Okay. This is a great example. You already can see the type of caliber woman.
Yeah. Yeah, for
and
sure.
So
Yeah, McDonald's is crazy.
you just not
Yeah,
going.
McDonald's is crazy.
You take-
I think Applebee's
Yeah,
is
Applebee's
crazy.
even better. Nah,
No, I think
on the
Applebee's
first
is
date,
crazy.
Applebee's is kind of like neutral.
No, the first date you gotta go out. Like,
I don't
you
believe
trying
in
to
that.
impress
I don't
this
believe in
woman.
that.
Listen, all
If
right,
you
go
jump
on.
high,
That's what I was getting ready to say. Don't
they
start.
gonna expect high.
Don't start nothing that you ain't gonna be able to.
Yeah, but-
Unfortunately for you, you do that. You eat fancy all day. every day.
But no, I mean, but I've been broke before. Shit.
Yeah.
I wouldn't take a girl
but
to
Wiley,
Applebee's
if
on
you're
the first
broke,
date.
do
Yeah.
you think that you're in the best position to be dating anybody if you ain't got no money?
Nah, you can date when you broke.
Well, that's a good question because, like, you know, dating is expensive. Like, the times that I've been single, I've been dying to like get back in a relationship. Like, it's just so much money
me too
to.
much.
Yeah, it's just so much money to date. But the first date, I just kind of like wanna.
Wait, is it so much money to date because that's your requirement and that's the standard that you set? Because you can do a lot of stuff and
I'll
not
take
spend
you
a lot
to
of money.
We can go sit by the river.
You know what I'm
We go
saying?
to
Yeah,
the beach.
like I'm
We go get some
I'm
ice
into the
cream.
Mac shit, the ice cream, the
You know what I'm
picnics,
saying?
and all that
Yeah.
kind
I'm
of
sorry,
shit.
I
Like,
moved. My bad.
That's super P.
yeah, I'm into the ice cream and the picnics and all that kind of stuff when I'm dating too. But like the first date, like we going somewhere nice. Like
Like where?
shit, what have been my first dates? Like Carrabba's. I'm not talking about five
I'm
star.
about to say, all right, that's a
I'm not
solid
saying
spot.
5-star, but I'm talking about
Carrabba's a good
the
first
bill
date.
need to be at least $100.
I don't agree with that.
Like at least $100.
On the first date, I don't agree
Maybe
with that.
some wine.
You think that's too much?
I think in a society
Now, I'm
that we-
talking grown though. I'm not talking like when I was a kid. I'm not talking like 20, 25. I'm talking 30s.
I'll put it to you like this: if
'Cause I've dated in
somebody wanted to ask me out and they wanted to take me to dinner. If they took me to
Right.
Bonefish, I would be good with that.
Bonefish is decent. That's
I like the
good.
Bonefish.
It's upscale, but it's
Yeah.
not like
It's not upscale, but it's not.
Man, Bonefish is
It's
one
not
of them places.
upscale to you now because you don't like to spend money.
I'm just saying, like compared to all the other spots
Yeah.
in Colombia, I feel like Bonefish is like a.
You have money and don't want to
But
spend it.
okay, but the other flip side of that,
Tell the truth.
I
go ahead.
don't know if I would want you to take me to like a Halls or a Ruth Chris on the first date either.
Yeah, it's got to be a
Because-
medium.
right because
Yeah.
I don't want
That's
you.
why I said
don't-
Carrabba's is a perfect first
I
date.
think Carrabba's, even
Right,
Olive
'cause-
Garden,
'cause
even
if you-
Olive Garden.
Olive Garden is
Olive
definitely a
Garden
perfect
Yeah.
first
Right,
date. I
because
agree.
if you take
Right.
me to Ruth Chris,
You want Ruth Chris
Halls,
every day.
Right.
I'm not gonna want it every day, but I mean, you giving me
You're
the
gonna be
impression.
like, oh, this
Right.
nigga balling.
Right.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and mean what you say now.
Right,
When
right,
you
right,
date,
right.
mean what you say. Don't start something that you're not gonna be able to continue.
I don't
with.
want to put off the balling thing. Like I don't want to start getting into my finances on the first date, but I do want to like say, hey, you know what I mean? I'm not that person. You know what I mean? Like,
You don't
because
start off
we're
like that.
all dating, so you know what I mean. She's probably been on some other dates. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to be like, okay, you know, this the regular shit like that niggas do is Applebee's and
I ain't been Applebee's.
you know how niggas is. They wanna go to Knicks and shit.
I ain't been
and,
Applebee's in
and
years.
Knicks on a first date?
No, I'm talking about not like go to Knicks, but like the Netflix and chill shit. They trying to get the you can come by my spot. I order us something. You know what I mean?
That would be that.
I cook on my first dates. I'm gonna just be honest. Sometimes I cook.
At your house?
I cook.
I don't want to come to your house on the first date.
Nah,
Or
me neither. I don't want you to come to my house on the first date.
I'll cook you something, bring you something.
That you trying to hit it.
Nah, it ain't I'm trying
That's
to
the
hit it.
impression that
It's
you
just,
give to a woman. Oh, yeah, come on to my house. I'm going to cook
The
for you.
Netflix and chill is on the first date is a hit it.
see, that's the difference between.
And I don't even want a woman that I can hit on the first date.
Thing?
Nah. What I'm saying is, I feel like if you a man that understand what's going on, then it's like you ain't even got to press the issue about that happening. I feel like
What you mean? A man that understands what do you mean by that?
like you. I feel like I can invite you to my house, cook for you, and not do nothing with you. We could just sit there and have an intimate conversation and communicate.
Mind sex.
This man funny.
Nah, it's,
But I mean,
it's a such thing as mind sex.
It's just intellectual conversation. We ain't got to. When you leave, you gonna think like, "Dang, I really had a good time with this person." Not only that, you see like, I feel like you see everything you need to see.
But it just
Like-
ain't safe to invite somebody to your
I was
house on
about
the
to say,
first
you don't
date.
think that's something that after the first date out in public? Because I'll be honest with you, in today's climate,
Right.
the way that men kind of move,
Women
in
too.
my experience,
Yeah.
women too,
Yeah.
but
Right.
in my experience, I would rather on a first date, unless I
We
know
going
you know
somewhere.
you,
Yeah.
let's do it in public a couple
No,
times.
yeah,
and
no,
then-
on some rant, on some like you just met this person, yeah. But if you
Come
like
to
you
my-
said, like you knew somebody,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I feel like generally that's I don't know.
I think one of my worst dates was I met this girl at the club.
Oh God.
The club is a terrible first date. I feel
Come on,
like
cuz.
Yeah, but so
the
is the
club?
church. Y'all say go to the church, but so is the church.
I'm gonna keep it a man. You
Yeah.
find some of the ones in
It's
there.
some good girls at the church, and then it's some good girls at the club too.
I agree.
Everybody don't go to the club like everybody you see in the club don't frequent the club. It might be just that special day that they just went out. It might be their birthday.
I agree.
Maybe their homegirl birthday. You know what I'm saying? But my whole thing was I met this girl at the club. We was vibing. This was right before I got with my wife and shit. I dated for 2 years. Shit was so whack. So
that
that
is
shit was
terrible.
whack. You know what I mean? That shit. Now, when I start thinking, and then now that I'm going out more, like doing this entertainment stuff, I'm starting to see some of those same people, and they in the same place.
Over and over again.
You know what I'm saying? They in the
Facts.
same place doing the same shit.
That's
right?
why I don't go out.
Like, oh shit, you was doing that 7 years ago. You know what I mean?
Swear.
But 8 years ago. But yeah, she took me back to her house. She had just bought this house, and she took back, and it was a beautiful house. And then she took me to her, she gave me a tour of the house, and then she took me to a balcony, and the whole date pretty much was just talking about her house.
She was excited.
Like, yeah, like she was really excited, like, you know what I mean? But like you just brought me back to your house, like, you know what I mean?
You
That's
don't
why-
even know me.
Like you don't know me, like whatever. You just you like me, but you want me to show. So I just started messing with her. I was like, yeah, I can see myself living here. And she was she was like, oh no, I'm not gonna have no man staying here. This is for me and my kids and going off. And I work hard. I mean, she was proud of herself, but she was so proud that it was a turn off to me because I had more than she had. But I didn't let her know that, you know what I mean? But I had more than she had, but I just felt like she was just like, yo, come see my house. You know what I mean? This is what I'm doing. I'm great. And it was just all about her. That was like one of the worst dates I had. And then like she did like some karaoke shit and shit like that. Like we was doing karaoke in the living room and the kids kept coming downstairs and shit. Oh. They were like, oh, I like that song. Like she had like, they weren't quite teenagers, but yeah, they were teenagers. They were like 13, 14. And man, it was just like, and like, you know, it was just crazy. But it was about her and her kids, and she wanted every man to know that she did this on her. I said, damn, she must have been hurt real bad.
It
Like,
happens.
yeah, like, cause I mean, I'm just not into bragging. Like, I'll show you what if you see me, you know what it is. But you know what I mean. I ain't got I'm not gonna be telling you a million times what time it is. You know what I mean? So
Because if you really about that life, you ain't gonna say
yeah,
nothing.
you ain't gotta tell
A
nothing.
lion doesn't announce itself in the jungle, right?
No.
You just know who he is
When
and
he
what it is
strike.
when he come through, right?
When he up on your
Yeah.
ass, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I like to know, like, and this ain't like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we not interviewing you with that, but I'm just curious, like, how does somebody let you down? Like, how did that conversation go? Like, what was it like? Did he just say, "Hey, this not working out"? You know what I mean? Was it one of those? Because from my knowledge of the first interview, like, it was a ring involved and everything, right?
Oh, it was like that.
Like, it was deep.
It was.
You intimidated him?
I think so.
I don't think I don't know.
Yeah.
But what I will say is that, like I said in my last interview, I've been through a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been in a position where I've almost lost everything. I've been at the bottom and I've gotten it back, and I'm not a braggart at all. But I've worked really hard to get back to where I am, and I just don't depend on anybody anymore.
Right.
So,
Unfortunately, now I'm getting back into my
all right,
softness.
I was about to say, yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting back into
I was
my
about to say,
feminine.
how do you maintain independence but still be submissive?
So I
That's a good question.
don't have a problem being submissive to somebody that knows how to lead. A lot of men want women to be submissive. However, you can't expect me to be submissive to somebody that's not driving the boat. So if you're my man, I'm gonna let you drive the car, right? Mm-hmm. But if I see that you get ready to run us off into the ditch, I'm gonna grab the steering wheel back and be like, "Yo, you know what you doing?"
Yeah.
And if I see that you can't drive, like, you see what I'm saying?
I mean, I understand.
But I unfortunately, life has not afforded me the luxury of being totally in my feminine, in my softness.
That's honest. That's real.
Do I want to be there? Absolutely. But but it's gonna have to be, because I am who I am, and it's gonna have to be somebody that's gonna be able to tell me, "Yo, sit your ass down somewhere. I got this." And I just haven't really.
That's real. All right, I talk. Being that I'm young, I got a lot of friends that's probably 28, 29, 30s now. We had a debate all the
my
time.
kids.
Yeah,
He hangs with my kids.
We had a debate all the time. So society is painting a picture now that where women feel like they're more important than the men, and men really, like you said, they aren't leading like how they're supposed to be. With that being said, a question that get asked all the time: do you believe in 50-50? That's real.
That's a good question. Damn, Bo, you done came through with the shit.
It depends. It depends on our dynamic.
Okay.
If we married, like if we're married, I don't necessarily say 50-50, but I think there should be some things that you should take care of as a man. Like the house, you need to take care of that.
Yeah.
You need to take care of the house and like where we gonna live.
Yeah.
Utilities, and I think there should be compromise.
Okay.
But 50-50,
Me personally, I'm a 70-30 person.
that I can get with.
I'll pay the bills, make sure gas, you know what I'm saying? Make
Yeah,
sure
that I can get
so if you pay the light bill, I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm make sure you straight. So
I'll just say this is that when me and my kids father was married, he would take care of the mortgage and I would take care of the utilities. And that worked for us.
Okay.
But as far as like splitting everything down the middle,
Nah.
if we married, you my roommate if that's what we're gonna do.
facts.
Unless, you know what I'm saying? Unless there's a huge disparity between our incomes, I'm not doing that shit. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not.
Okay, pause right there. You marrying somebody with less money than you or more money than you? Or do you care about the money at all?
I'm gonna be honest with you, at this point in my life.
Yeah, come on. It might be some bachelors out there that might want to.
At this point in my life, I'm not gonna struggle.
Facts. Yeah, you shouldn't.
I'm not gonna struggle.
Yeah, nah.
You got
Would I
past
marry
all that.
somebody that makes less money than I do? Of course I would, because you can't help what you can't help.
By how much less?
I mean,
You making 100. Can you date somebody that's making 43?
She don't make no 100.
I'm saying.
who don't make 100?
Oh, shoot.
No, I'm not talking about you don't make 100.
Oh, I was about to say.
I'm talking about more, not less.
I'm saying. I'm using that as baseline. So
Hey,
you make
100 grand ain't
Edit that shit out.
100 grand ain't
Ain't a lot.
black people goal was to get to 100
Yeah,
grand.
that ain't a
Like
lot.
100 grand ain't gonna do what you wanted to do like it did
I agree. 100%.
before
Yeah.
COVID. Thank you,
I
Donald
would.
Trump.
I would, but also too, I'm not one to live above my means either.
That's real.
So where I'm living is older, it's clean, it's well kept. Could I be living downtown in a loft? Yep, I could be, but I choose not to do that. So whomever I'm with, if we're in a partnership, him not making as much money as I am, I mean, that would be irrelevant because of the way that I live.
That's real.
The only thing you might find me splurging on is a pocketbook and a car.
I'm not gonna lie. The woman that I'm with now made more money than me at one time. I was working at Galliana for a lot of years. She's an engineer.
Okay.
She has more. Well, at first she had more bills than me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Right,
even
more
though
money, more bills, right?
Yeah, even though I made $100,000 a year, and I thought that was just like the greatest thing in the world. She probably made 140. You know what I'm saying? But by the time her 140, by the time she take care of the kids that she got, you know what I mean? We even, I'm able to save more than she is.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it did look like she made more money than me, but I ain't gonna lie, that shit used to bother me. But I wouldn't say nothing. At first, I thought it was cool, and then I used it as motivation. You know what I'm saying?
Did it really bother you though?
I'm about to ask the same
Yeah,
question.
it did. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause she was like a bragger.
Is that a male?
She was a bragger a little
Because
bit.
I was gonna ask you, is that a male ego thing? Or
That
was
is
it?
a male ego thing.
So make more than me. I don't care.
No, I was like that at first. I was like, shoot, because I had never been with a woman that I didn't take care of.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like, my first wife, we was on an even scale. But after that, every woman that I had, you know what I mean, from my two sons' mom, every woman that I had after that, I made more than. I took care of everything. They didn't have credit. They couldn't put nothing in their names. You know what I mean? It was just...
So you think you got a hero complex? A save-a-hoe complex?
Yeah, I probably was a Captain Save-a-Hoe for a little while. I'm sorry. They not hoes, though.
I mean,
I apologize.
you know that the term.
That's just a terminology.
Yeah, a term,
I
right.
don't want to put that out there. Like,
No,
but
no,
I was like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was, take care of everybody. And they had kids and everything. Like,
Let me ask you a question before you go any further. So, with her making more money than you did, how do you feel about the submissive dynamic? of
no,
women
I
being
ain't got.
submissive?
I'm gonna tell you what. I'm the most laid back dude to be in a relationship that you could be like. I don't want you to be submissive to me. You ain't gotta cook. You ain't gotta cook. You ain't gotta clean. I actually enjoy ironing my own clothes.
Wait. She ain't got to cook and she ain't got to clean. She ain't
No,
gotta
I mean I want a woman to cook or clean,
Gotta
but I'm domestic. You know what I mean? Like I grew up around nothing but women, so
Wow.
like you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I can cook, and I grew up with like all women, like from my mom side to my step parent side to my father's side. Ain't nothing been but women. Like until I was 30, I never had to cook a meal. Even though I could watch them, I watched them cook, and that's how I knew how to cook. But shit, I always had a plate in my face. Like I ain't never really, but you know what I'm saying. But when I got older, when I got on my own and was like had to fend for myself, like no woman, no nothing. I'm just out here single. It wasn't nothing to me. So like when I got a woman, like I'm not demanding. You know, let me put it that way. I'm not demanding. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't. I'm cool with, and no disrespect, but I'm cool with. Throw me a little tax money. No, I mean like, you know what I'm saying? Like, am I in a relationship with a woman that got kids or something? Every relationship I've been in, when the woman had kids, that's not some of mine, some of them not. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean?
Tax money.
Yeah, throw me a couple of tax dollars.
We take care of you all year, you know.
Yeah, I'm not even tripping. Just throw me like, let me claim a child. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, let me get that earned income credit. You know what I'm saying? And
That's real.
I'm gonna pay this car note all year. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But I'm not. But I don't need a submissive. I don't need a woman to get on her knees for me. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Now, I don't think that's what submission means. I think my definition of being submissive is
you wearing the pants.
I'm walking around like big dog in my house. Like, I got my house. I own my house outright. I don't fucking goddamn go through that. This is my house. You know what I'm saying? This is my shit.
Oh, yeah, you ain't got to do that, you though, because she already know.
Well, she tell me this is my house, my shit. You know what I mean?
But
like,
so imagine.
And even if it ain't or is, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, when I got married, you know what I mean? I don't care about that. This shit don't bother me because I'm a corner boy. So, like, you know, I'm Knife Ave, across from Huckabee. You know, I'm cool with.
A woman having her own is
It's intimidating, but you know what I'm saying. I'm not gonna sit there and lie and say it's not intimidating. Like if I walk into,
but are you sure though?
Yeah, it's intimidating. Like if I walked up on Oprah right now, like you know what I'm saying. Oh shit, that's fucking Oprah. You know what I mean? But what I mean, I'm just saying like a woman with a lot of money. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, it's a little intimidating because you know what I mean. I may not be there. I mean, well. Before I wasn't there, you know what I'm saying? Like, so if I walked into, you know, and had a conversation with a CEO, you know what I'm saying? I'm just a car salesman. You know what I mean? Like, what do you do for a living? Now I'm a little intimidated. You know what I mean?
Okay, so
I'm a used car salesman.
So let me ask you this: do you feel that a woman that has her own car, has her own house, has a business, has a good career, is less appealing than someone that I gotta say that just got a car, that's renting?
Need my help a little bit. You know what I mean? Need my help.
I want the one that got it.
Yeah, to me, you know what I'm saying.
But why?
I'm gonna tell you,
that's not gonna stop what I'm gonna do for you. That's not gonna stop my ability to provide for you.
But it goes by age. When I was in my 20s, that's intimidating.
I don't think age matter no more.
It does. When I was in my 20s, I'm telling you my story. When I was in my 20s. And I was just a hood nigga. I was intimidated to be around somebody that had some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm more like the hood girls, and then I would say like, oh, she bougie. You know what I'm saying? Oh, she thinks she all that. Them the kind of terms that niggas use that is intimidated. You know, I'm bougie. She thinks she all that. Oh man, you know, fuck that. You know what I mean? You be kind of throwing them. Well, look at her, man. You know what I mean? But then when I got in my 30s, I'm working. I got a career, and I want to be married and stuff. I start looking at that as a plus. But then when it's in your face, you know what I'm saying? Then once you say this is the woman that I'm attracted to, you gotta match that. You gotta match that energy. You know, as a man, you gotta match that energy because that a woman that got something got morals. You know what I mean?
And if you don't have it and you're not trying to get it, first of all, if you don't have it, all right, whatever. Everybody's gotta get out of the mud, right? But if you don't have it and you're not trying to. And you're not trying to do nothing, then I mean we're gonna be looking at you cross-eyed.
We're gonna be looking at us fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna be giving you the straight turkey eye. Like, what are you doing?
So in my 30s, I was intimidated.
What are you doing?
Yeah, like
right. In my 30s, I was intimidated.
Well, I can tell somebody bullshit.
Yeah. In my 30s, I was intimidated. In my 40s, I feel like I can match any woman. You know what I mean? Like I could have a conversation with, you know what I mean? I done been in.
Should it be a competition though?
I've been in them rooms like no, it's not a competition, but I feel better because I just feel like, you know what I'm saying? If I'm matched up, you know, if I'm dating with a woman, you know, because I've been single in my 40s. And I had a career and I had a house and all that shit. So when I matched up with a woman that has more than me, I wasn't intimidated no more. I was a little bit intimidated in my 30s. I was a lot intimidated in my 20s. Like I was doing what other dudes do and just kind of like disrespect the women that got stuff because I was intimidated. You know what I mean? But
So,
I
being
climbed
with a
out of
woman-
that over age. You
So
know.
being with a woman that has more than you, do you now where you are now? If you were in the
she
dating
don't got
pool,
more than me now. But see, you see how I'm thinking? It's still on our
That's
mind.
what I'm saying. Like, so what I was gonna ask you was, does that give you motivation to do more?
No, she put me on my grind though, and I
That's what I'm
respect
saying,
that.
like,
I respect that because
let's not
it
compete.
wasn't a. No, you're right. If you my dog, we ain't gotta compete.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying. But it was just one of them things like where I used her as motivation.
Right.
Well, I was like,
And
yo,
if y'all married, y'all building together. It's
yeah,
not,
we building together.
Not a one up.
No, it's not a one up, but she'll tell you she be trying to one up me too now. Like if I open up a business, she like, that's all she been in my ear about. 2024, I want to open up a business. I want to open up a
Has she
business.
done it yet?
Yeah, she did.
That's
it.
motivation.
Awesome.
She
So
See,
yeah,
y'all building
So
together.
it's
That's
like
a beautiful thing.
it's healthy competition.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's not we not competing, but
Yeah.
on the low we motivating each other to do bigger things.
I'm inspiring
what's
each
up.
other.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what's up.
And I still
That's how it should be.
and I'm gonna add this. It still ain't 50-50. I would never.
But is that what
I would
you
never
want,
ask.
though?
No. I would never ask a woman to do 50-50 because I come from a family where my mom was taking care of a nigga. You know what I'm saying?
been there, done that.
You know
That's
what
why
I
I
mean?
ain't
My
going
mom was.
I ain't never had one of them.
My mom was professional. She had money. She had property. She sold land. You know what I mean? She came up and the nigga was just slow. You know what I mean? Like, I respect him for, being, somewhat in my life and everything like that. But after a while, 20-something years of that shit, my mom just got tired of that shit. You know what I mean? Like, but she was like the breadwinner and she was just like begging this nigga, like,
So-
get a job.
Put a point. Let's put a
Right.
So that brings me back to you.
Okay, cool.
When you said she doesn't know why she left.
Oh, you funny. Go ahead. Yeah.
As women,
Yeah.
we leave the relationship emotionally way before we leave physically.
I agree.
So she knows. She might not want to tell you. She might not be being truthful, but what do you think it was? Don't say I don't know.
I know
can't
what
say.
I think it was.
I just think like I think as she reflected over her life, she had just turned 30, so like 30 was like a big thing where she felt like she had to be in this like super place. I don't know. But I think I kind of what you said, my lifestyle a little different. Like I'm not just I'm not an average person. So
What does that mean? What does that look like?
my job, my career requires me to, in order for us to make it, I had to move or I had to be certain places at certain times.
Like what? Like where?
Like my studio, for instance.
All times of night.
Yeah.
It's that music business shit.
But to my credit, if I introduce you to this and I have you around it for a period of time in terms of allowing you to come sit with me so you can actually see what's going on, you still checking in with me, you seeing what's going on.
But
like,
you stop including her though.
I mean, I feel you by stopping including. No, she stopped including herself because it's
Right.
always an open invitation. I don't have a regular job.
But
you can
but
come
she
sit
couldn't
with
go,
me.
like if you had a job in New York for 3 months, she
That's-
just couldn't do that.
She
You know what I mean?
could, cause she didn't. The only thing she had, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I say I don't know, cause it's like she traveled with me with my child. Like, we moved around in terms of like she seen what I was building and what I was becoming. And what I think it is I think when she like had time to while I was going, I think she had time to sit and like actually look at what she had. And I think she started doing what you was talking about earlier, which is, and social media is terrible for this too. Like, she started looking and comparing and started being like, "Dang, I don't got this." Or,
But being a married person, I would have divorced her, and I would have divorced you.
I would agree.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I would've-
you know what I
Wow.
mean? Like
That's
No,
For real.
he said earlier made so much sense.
Yeah.
I should have been knew like, all right, maybe we need to have this conversation. Like, maybe it's not working. Like,
Right.
but because we had a child, we got history. We supposed to be building something.
y'all good together.
Yeah, so I think
But, yeah.
I think it was I thought it could work. She probably thought it could work too, but it was just like
I think that's the reason why I stayed married as long as I did.
why?
Kids, 2 dogs,
Yeah,
2
kids
a
are
house,
deep.
2 cars,
Kids are deep.
history.
It's funny though, the 2 marriages that I've been in, I don't have any kids by the woman. It's just strictly love. Like it's not like, but when
Is
it's
love enough?
I think so. It can be. If it can be with the right people in the right mindset.
I was about to say, is love enough
love
if
is
you're
enough.
unequally yoked?
Love
No,
is enough.
not if you're unequally yoked.
It's back to age. Love is enough if you're in your 20s. Love is enough if you like 30 to 35, but love after 35 is you start thinking about other shit besides just love.
Security is what you
Because when you're not having sex like dogs anymore, y'all not doing it, every day, 2 times a day, you know what I mean? All of that's starting to slow down.
That's a fact though. I mean,
You know
that's
what I'm
the
saying?
truth.
Like
That's the truth.
that part of the relationship is calm. So now you're starting to look at what the other stuff in the relationship. What are we building? You know what I'm saying? Like where are we going? You know what I mean? And then if you don't see yourself, and this is why I think she wanted to divorce you.
Yeah, I agree with you. What you saying?
Was because you on the rise, but the music business, it's just not paying off.
Yeah.
So some people some people get to the point once they get all the friends in their ear, they get the internet in their ear, they get their own feelings, you know what I mean? They start saying, hey, it's time to find, a different career path.
And it's like when she left, everything just started moving.
Yeah.
Swear, everything started
Right.
moving. I was like, dang.
They be wanting you to find a different career path because I've been told by like my own people and stuff, man. Get out the car business like it's a sinking ship.
Yeah, I'm just keeping it a van. Me personally, I just always in my mind is like, bruh, I'm about to give somebody all my time. I'm about to devote my life to this job. Like I was looking at a dude today. He told me he been at his job for 9 years. And I was like, ain't nothing wrong with that for sure. But I was like, dang, bro, like, like, what do you want to do? Mm-hmm. And like a lot of people don't know what they want to do. So I'd be like,
Where does he live?
here.
I mean, what does he do? Not where, but what?
He's a cook.
For 9 years?
Yeah, that's crazy, right?
He doesn't want to do anything else, I suppose.
I don't think he's thinking about that. So that go back to my point with her. Like I think she was so invested in watching and paying attention to what I had going on that the things that
She's letting her shit slip away.
Yeah, she never got a real grip on it and never really and I just had a conversation with her a couple weeks ago where I told her like, yo, you used to start stuff and never finished it and then will complain about not having nothing.
So there's a movement in social media where a lot of women are talking about decentering men out of our lives and making us the center. And that's a woman thing because men don't put women at the center of their lives. They are their priority.
Right.
You said men are?
For a lot of women,
I agree.
For a lot of women, we're considered male-centered, where a man is our main focus. If you don't have children or whatever, of course your kids and then your man or what, however your hierarchy is.
My man.
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like the life that I wanted to build, and I was having this conversation the other day. The life that I built and wanted to build with her, I think my life was centered around accommodating the wants and the needs that she said she had in terms of like the dreams, the goals.
But was it though? If you pursued your music business, and you moved around,
I can't help that I'm good at what I do and I can do this. Like I can't help that I've been doing this going on 10 years, so it's like I can't.
But that's my point.
Yeah,
like
I can't help.
You're good at what you do,
Yeah.
and you've been doing it. So
I can't help that somebody gonna call me and be like, "Yo, can you fly out here? I'm about to pay for you to fly. I'm about to pay for your flight. You about to come all the way out to the West Coast, and I'm about to pay you for this service."
But is that what she wanted with her life, being married to you? That's the point I'm trying to get to.
But if you put it out there that you making moves. And it's just honesty.
Yeah.
Like I said, she got faults, and no disrespect to her. She got faults that I would divorce her over. You know what I'm saying? But this is why I would divorce you over.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I was in her shoes, and this is what I would divorce you over. It's the fact that, you know what I mean, you're very talented. The people that you work with are movers and shakers and stuff. You can't leave home and leave a woman with a baby. And, you know what I mean?
If you don't got no job, you not doing nothing.
Yeah, but still, it's still a female thing, though.
I feel you, bro.
A
but you better find
female not
to do.
looking like that.
You better
a female
find
looking like
something
she
to do.
can't work because she got your child.
But you can't say that because if I say, all right,
Like,
boom,
where are you?
How is your baby?
No. If you can't say that. He's
Yeah.
6, but I'm saying like, all right, boom, right? We was making merchandise, right?
Right.
This what you say you want to do. All right, you don't got to go nowhere. Child taken
Right.
care of. All you got to do is get up out this bed and walk to that room and make what you said you wanted to do and sell what you say you want to do, because I've seen that you can and have been capable of selling and making money.
Mm-hmm.
And the only difference is when you get your money, you just blow it. That's
Yeah.
that's not a me thing at that point. I can't do anything about that.
Yeah, let me
Go ahead, finish though.
let me finish
Yeah,
though,
finish.
so you don't miss the point.
Yeah, go ahead.
So when like I grew up around sisters, you know what I mean, stepmom. I got a mama, stepmama, grandmothers, a bunch of sisters, aunties, all that shit, and they will all agree with this right here.
I agree.
So it's just kind of like what she said, don't start some shit that you can't finish. So if you put it out there like, hey, I'm working with a big artist, I gotta leave for 3-4 weeks. You know what I'm saying? In her mind, you coming home, the Christmas tree coming up, you know what I'm saying? Goddamn 20 gifts gonna be under that motherfucker. Like he's he's going somewhere for 3-4 weeks and he's gonna and he's working with a good artist. Like who's gonna go somewhere 3-4 weeks and not work with a major artist? You get what I'm saying? Nice. If I told you, if I'm your husband and I told you, hey, you know I do music. If I told you that, hey, you know what I mean, I gotta go work for somebody with 3-4 weeks, do you think that's like like I'm not gonna make no money like that?
No,
right
I'm
there?
expecting for you to come back with some money on.
So you come
With some
back,
coins.
and pay a bill and
bill?
do this right here, but you don't come back with like. You need to have a car full of gifts, a bag. You know
Well,
what
I
I
don't
mean?
necessarily know.
I don't believe in that.
But I
But-
believe you should come back with something.
You should come back with a lot.
So she said she did like she said I would come home and just act like my child was more important. But
I mean, that's personal.
I feel it though. But if I walk in the door and my child is
outside?
hey like excited to see me and I walk and I see you said like. And I say, hey, how you doing? And you brushing me off. It's like, what do I do? At that point, it's like, shoot, I'm gonna go to the studio. Ain't about to go to the studio. I'll be back. I'm out to record.
So, is there no hope left for you and your wife?
Oh, that's dead. We ain't divorce in motion,
Really?
rolling.
Do you have any regrets?
No. And the reason I don't have any regrets and the reason I was able to like walk away from that situation and like a lot of people been asking me like how I felt about it or like how I felt. Like I said, for me personally, 7 years. All right, backstory. I didn't have I was like I raised my sister, if that makes sense. The only female that I had in my life, my mom died, so I didn't have that nurturing, motherly advice to be like, "Hey, how I navigate through women." Boom. My grandma, she like a nigga. Like she like you said, she's a military older lady. So even when she was raising me, it wasn't no type of gentleness. It was always like she was with my granddad instilled with them kids. She tried to apply the same thing. And so what I realized is that I got married at 18. For an 18-year-old kid, as I reflect on it, for an 18-year-old kid that didn't have any motherly love or any affection growing up, for me to be married 7 years and honestly, she didn't have to do anything. Like, she didn't have to do a thing. And so, like, that's why it's a question about 50-50 too, because going into my next relationships, I'm not with that. Because I literally spent all my money. I spent all my resources on this individual. And then for them to not pursue everything that they asked for, and then for me to be left with the short end of the stick, I feel like it's unfair, but that's the reality. But I did it because I loved her. But I just came to that point where I was like, shoot, if I died today, I can honestly say I did everything in my will and my power to make this work. Even after it was broken, I still like took certain steps. I still was trying to rekindle. I still was trying to show like boom, 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 boom. So to answer that question, yeah, I could live with it. Like,
So what's your outlook on dating now?
oh shoot, I'm dating right now. So dating is terrible, actually.
It is.
Out here.
Not that I'm actively doing it, but
I didn't realize I wasn't trying to date actually, because I started trying to show interest in some individuals, and then I realized like nowadays with the way society paints, either you gotta like they either money driven or they like super like I don't wanna want to be arguing every 24 seconds about like you gotta at this point you gotta be able to have a conversation like because I like to have conversations even if we not doing that like
level people
I don't that's really what it is like as I've been observing it and I've been traveling, so I've been dating women in other states, other places, so I like not even dating but like communicating with them and just I didn't even get to the dating stage because it's like yo
like what do you want, right?
Yo, I remember somebody texted me a few months ago. I've been told them something a minute ago, so I'm thinking they hitting me on that type time. So when they text me though, they just was like, they sent like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I told them what I'm doing, and then they was like being weird after. So I'm the type of person, I'm a straight for a person. So like, if you want something, you need to let me.
When were you born?
July. Like, so if you want something, you need to let me know you want it, and if I want something, I'm gonna let you know I want it. Like, that's just reality. Like, we grown at this point, so it's like, say what you mean what you say. So the conversations we'd get into would be like super, like you said, surface level to where it's like, where it's like they not really talking about anything. So I'll get bored. How you doing? I just didn't. In that case, I didn't want to. So you still believe in love? You think you ever get married again? Yeah, for sure.
I don't think he gonna get married quick.
Yeah, facts. I'm gonna keep it a band. I enjoyed marriage.
I did too.
I love marriage. I like being able to
be married too.
I like being able to display my affection. Like because I didn't have my mom. Like
why can't you do that with whomever your significant other is gonna be before you get married? Like, why do you have to be married to display your affection?
That's what I'm saying. Me personally, like once I'm bought into you, like. I'm like, shoot, I'm not with. I don't believe in wasting time. Like I said, I lost my mom as a kid, like 9 years old. So like, I know life is here today, going tomorrow. I lost friends as a kid. Like I know it's here today, going tomorrow. So the way I look at it is like, shoot, I ain't even gonna lie. Like we ain't got no tomorrow. Honestly, if you want to be technical.
Do you feel like when you want to get married, like quick, or like getting back to a relationship quick? Do you feel like, you know what I'm saying, like because you lost your mom that you always looking for like some kind of like motherly?
Nah, I was gonna ask that question.
Not really, because honestly, outside of the things that I did see, I don't know what my mom was like. So I know she's saying,
but that doesn't negate you having a void for that mother figure.
Yeah, but I don't.
But you went like from 10 to adulthood, so you really like lost your mom like in the middle of your childhood.
And I'm kind of on the real, like I'm kind of like, honestly, I'm kind of I wish I had my mom, but like I kind of glad it happened like that, because if it would have happened like now, I don't think I would have been able to continue like mentally where I'm at the right way, if that makes sense. So I think that void created some type of. It created who I am, if that makes sense. Like that's a reason. Like I got my siblings looking up to me. It's like I gotta be a man at that point. So it's like, the gentleness and the nurturing and I honestly believe that maybe if I had my mother while being married,